Hello and welcome everyone. This is Manipulator and today I'm going to do a quick training session on my easier locks. You've seen me pick this and this already in my earlier videos, as well as this one, which I'm now using to lock up my locks, because there are only 2 pins in there that need picking to get access to everything else, and that makes it quite ideal as a storage device. Okay, for easy access, I mean. Number 1, number 3. What's on the wording? At least that is good. And we open. Okay, let's have a look at this. As I said, these ones aren't part of today's video. You will probably see them later. There are a couple of Burgwächter C-Line here and the Burgwächter Profi Mini, which has fewer pins than the other one that I already showed you. In order of difficulty, I think this is about right. This is a cheap standard Chinese padlock that looks a lot like the laminated padlocks, like the Master Lock number 3. And I've just removed this bottom cover because it gets in the way of the pick, and why would someone who really wants to get into it bother not removing it when it's as easy as this? And let's get to picking. I'm going to use the multi-pick PN6, which is basically their number 1. Light tension or medium tension on this one. Number 1 is a click. 2, 3, 4, 5. Just going to touch everything. Oh no, it's open. Yeah. So that's that. Oh no, what did I do? Ah, I see. The plastic cover is loose if you remove the bottom cover, apparently. Doesn't close very well either. So that's what you get for buying the cheapest products on the market. Okay, bottom plate, and let's act like we've never tried this. And this is what I mean when I say this is not for beginners, because it can be really frustrating. This one has good feedback, which is why I used it as my example, but the others have quite the poor feedback as well, and you can, as a beginner picker, get really frustrated if you cannot open an easy lock, just because the way that it's constructed is so poor. If you have a look into this one, you can see the pin isn't brass, it's some weak, cheap metal. You can see by the wear from the keyway that this doesn't resist any force anyway. Could probably just pry this open, but let's try picking into this. If you use just moderate tension, all of the lock will bind up. You see there are no restrictions to our picking either, because this little notch here is just key control. But if you want to pick this, you can just feel 1, 2, 3 pins in there, and nothing is restricting your access. And obviously this wouldn't be any good as a security device. But as a beginner picker, 1 was binding, 2 is binding, 3 is binding. Now we had 3 clicks, but this doesn't open. Everything feels set. And this can be really frustrating. You think, oh, I did everything right, I touched all the right pins, I can't really feel anything anymore. Why doesn't this open? And you hear that it clicks and clicks away. This is because I use just moderate tension, and that seizes all the pins up because they're not even. They're not well machined. And that just makes everything bind up, and you feel like you just can't get into it. But if you just use real light tension, you will feel still lighter, still lighter. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Oh, I just pushed out my tensioner. You will feel that it's actually not all that hard to open these. You just need to continue with your light tension, real light tension. I was still releasing tension from my starting tension. Click on 3. 2 doesn't do anything. And again, this just slotted out of there. My tension wrench is opting out. It's probably bending the keyway as we speak. 1, light tension, 2, light tension, 3. Well, if there's nothing restricting your entry, there's nothing that your tension wrench can hold on to either. So that might be the reason why this is just coming apart so easily. One more time. 1. Now come on, you're not even in there. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. And this is what I mean. Now I'm getting frustrated, not getting any feedback, all the pins mushy. And there are only 3 pins in here. If I get the probe, you can hear it. Again, 1, 2, 3, nothing more. So why won't it open for us? Because even with light tension, number 1, number 2, and there were a couple of clicks on 2. There certainly are no serrated pins in there. 1, 2, 1 again. And I get no feedback. 1, click, 3 clicked, 2 clicked, 1 clicked. Everything clicks, but nothing moves. Apart from my tension wrench that keeps falling off. Let me try a different tension wrench. This won't hold either. Let's try. One, 2, and we're open. 3 probably was still stuck. Who knows? Next. Same thing, same idea. Try to get into it the same way. It's also a Chinese lock. It's branded Woolworth because that's where I bought it. But it was a €1 lock, and obviously Woolworth is just reselling this from wherever it came from. Okay. Light tension. Click on 1, nothing on 2. Click on 3. Click on 2. Couple of clicks on 1. Nothing on 2, 3, and we're open. Again, no serrations. It's just that the pins are really weird and mushy. Okay, these are bought in Germany. Brass, much more beautiful in construction, and as you can see, there are brass pins in here. Let's see how the feedback of this one is. This I wouldn't give it a higher security rating as the others, but maybe the feedback is a little better. We'll see. Nothing on 1. 1 click on 2. 3. 2 again. 1. A little bit of movement on the core. 2. And we're open. The feedback was a little better, but again, I doubt there are any serrated pins in there. I think it was just clicking away. Okay, this one is really tiny, and I struggled with tensioning this for a while. Maybe I can get this thing in there. Yeah, that works. I don't know where I got this from. I'm keeping it in my Sparrows set. In my multi-pick set. Okay. Little click on 1, a little bit of movement on the core. Little click on 2. Little click on 3. And I think this is open, yes. Okay. Again, no security and very low quality. I think those were in a 3-pack for €1 or something like that. These are very different. I'll show you the Burgwächter in another video, and then probably I'll move on to the Burgwächter C-Line. I'll show you in another video. They're very different from each other. And then I'll show you the Burgwächter Profi Mini as soon as I get around to do that. Thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.